Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're looking into something lots of people hope will work, natural mouse deterrents. Specifically, these pouches, you often see them marketed as Sofyre, filled with essential oils like peppermint, cinnamon.
Cedarwood too, usually. And the promise is really compelling, isn't it? Especially if you're looking for something humane, something chemical-free for your home.
Exactly. Pet safe, no poisons, lasts, they claim, up to 90 days. And they mention thousands of happy customers.
Supposedly happy customers, yeah.
Okay, so that's the setup. But here's what we need to figure out in this deep dive. Can these nice plant smells actually stop a determined mouse, or are you just, paying to make your garage smell minty for a bit?
Well, that duration claim, the 90 days, that's the first thing that sort of jumps out when you look at the sources. It sounds great, but
It's not realistic.
not really, no. I mean, the scent is strong when you first open it, definitely get that peppermint blast. But multiple independent testers found the smell just faded, became ineffective in like 1 to 2 weeks.
1 to 2 weeks, not 90 days.
Not even close, especially in more open areas like a garage or a shed.
That really sets you up for disappointment, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You compare that to, say, established brands like Tomcat. They're usually pretty specific, right? They'll say covers 8 square feet, lasts 30 days.
Exactly. They manage expectations. But Sofyre's vague 90-day thing, it kind of lets them off the hook when it fails early. They can almost imply you didn't use it right because the initial claim was so big.
Okay, so the lifespan is questionable.
Yeah.
But what about the basic idea? Does the smell itself work at all?
This leads to what pest control experts point out as the fundamental issue here. These repellents can work, but mostly just for prevention.
Prevention, meaning?
Meaning discouraging a mouse that's maybe just exploring, checking out a new space, like maybe putting them in a camper you're storing, something like that. Discouraging casual visitors.
Okay, I get that.
Right.
But what if I already have mice? Like they're living in the walls, they found food. I need them gone, not just. Mildly discouraged? Are these useless then?
Pretty much, yeah. If mice have an established home, they have food, shelter, warmth, they just tolerate the smell. They have to.
They just put up with it. Even strong peppermint.
Mice are incredibly adaptable creatures. Survival comes first. And here's the part from the sources that's, well, frankly, kind of shocking.
Okay.
When these pouches were tested where mice were already living, not only did the mice stick around,
Yeah.
they actually chewed through the fabric of the pouches.
Wait. They chewed through the deterrent itself.
Yep, chewed right through it.
That's not just failing. That's like the mice are mocking the product. Weren't the oils supposed to stop that?
You'd think so, but no. It failed completely on that front. The sources show they used the pouch material, the actual fabric, and maybe some of the filling to build their nests.
No way.
Oh, yeah. And sometimes they even left droppings right on the leftover pouch scraps. The repellent literally became nesting material.
Wow. Okay, that lack of quality, the scent fading, the flimsy fabric, it makes you wonder about the company, doesn't it? How does the business model tie into this product failure?
Well, that's a really important point the sources raise. Companies like Sofyre often operate as drop-shipping middlemen.
Drop shipping, meaning they don't actually make the product.
Exactly. They're basically just selling generic pouches that are already all over the market. You might see almost identical things sold under names like Grandpa Gus or Fresh Cab.
And why does that matter for you, the person buying it?
It means they likely have zero control over how it's made, and critically, probably no real way or incentive to verify those pet-safe claims with proper testing.
So transparency is an issue.
Huge issue. The websites often lack basic info like a business address, manufacturing details, and independent reviewers looking into this. They strongly suspect a lot of those glowing testimonials might be, well, fabricated.
Okay, so a questionable product possibly sold through a non-transparent middleman, and then there's the return policy.
The final piece of the puzzle, or maybe the trap, they often offer a 30-day return window. Sounds okay, right?
Seems standard.
But think about it. The scent fades in maybe 2 weeks. You might only realize it's definitely not working around week 2 or 3, especially if you still see mouse activity.
Right, by the time you're sure it failed.
Your 30 days might be up or almost up. The timeline for the product failing eats into the return window, leaving you stuck with something useless.
Okay, so let's sum this up for anyone listening. These peppermint pouches, they seem to only work in a really specific, very limited way.
Extremely narrow, yeah. Short-term prevention, maybe in a small, sealed space where there are absolutely no mice to begin with, like truly zero existing activity.
But for anyone actually dealing with mice already in their home or garage.
Unfortunately, the sources suggest it's mostly a waste of money. And worse, it delays you using methods that do work. You lose valuable time thinking you're solving the problem.
It taps into that desire we all have, though, doesn't it? To find an easy, clean, non-lethal solution, no traps, no poisons.
Absolutely, the appeal is powerful. But here's a final thought. Mice have survived alongside humans for millennia, adapting to everything we've thrown at them. Why would we suddenly expect a nice plant smell to be the thing that finally stops them?
Good point. Real control usually comes back to the basics, doesn't it?
It does, sealing up entry points so they can't get in, and using proven methods like traps if they're already inside. It's important to keep questioning what feels like you're doing something versus what is actually effective.